Ahmad, the filter New Today of Vietnam and over the world. I'm Lương.
And I'm Thảo. Today we will provide you with information about the new ways to learn English.
As you know, one of the most distracting realities of Vietnam education today is learning English of students. Its present situation is indispensable to one of the prerequisite conditions for the getting job. If you want own original and own a foreign language English.
But the alarming situation is that Vietnamese students have been falling into the misery of learning English. We will help you to find ways to learn English more effectively, more interesting, but first, let's find out the difficulties that students encounter when learning English. Let's watch video below.
We are here today to interview students about new ways to learn English.
Firstly, let's see what problem have in the learning English. Okay, let's start.
Hello, we are from the Center for Modern Training in Hello, I'm Sam.
Hello, I'm Duplang.
Hello, I'm Kim.
We are from K28 PBN.
Oh yes, can you tell us the difficult you have in learning English?
First, it isn't my mother tongue, and next, I don't have many environments to practice English.
I feel unconfident when expressing my English ability.
I have many difficulties in grammar. Before every time I study with grammar, I feel easier again.
So, according to you, what are the cause of the status of learning English in Vietnam is really becoming learning?
A reason. First, they always keep in mind, oh my god, English is very hard, and they who are good at English must be invented in or in luck, or have a special ability to learn foreign language. They who think this is always annoyed with English, to the extent allergic to it. The reason to study English when once they have a feeling of pleasure and enthusiasm, learning it is so often interrupted like the flow of inspiration at times. Therefore, after many years, learning English may still carry the level sufficient to communicate completely independent.
I think we still have many limitations in teaching. The critical exercise are too much, therefore students are not able to fully develop their abilities.
Yes, I think so. But besides that, Vietnamese students don't understand the importance of English, still learning coping status.
Indeed, those are regions and status associated with present. Right, Lương?
Yes, so let's find out make sure the statistics show the difficulties.
For a few seconds. Yes, this is the more helpful assistant notes because my biggest problem is vocabulary. So whenever I find new words, I will write it on sticky note and paste it wherever I see, such as refrigerator, words, mirror, or wardrobe, study table, and so on. My mother often complains about that, but it's okay. It's good for my learning. In addition, my communication using my speaking and listening is not good. So I often look for programs, newsletter in English, or read a book in English, or try to sing English songs.
I change our problem and soon in computer phones to English. This was a great way for me to build English vocabulary. I also try to communicate with my friends and neighbors in English to be more confident. Yes, I have a couple samples in the English which help me to use my vocabulary more effectively. Also, there are samples in the subjects and quite silly sciences, but it's quite exciting.
Mentioned about I have a problem with grammar, so I usually look for grammar each side. But if I just do it, it will be very bland. So I'm learning English on the network. I feel that my grammar has gradually improved as I use the learning way.
Time for answer. Goodbye. Yes, goodbye.
That's so very helpful. Thank you for the interview. What about you, Thảo? How do you improve your English?
Oh, me, I'm similar to them. That I usually use English, if impossible, anywhere, every time. It helps me more confident. And you, Dương?
Me, I think I usually read book and listen to music by English and registration learning and network.
Yes, we are all here 1,000 times that the only way to really learn English is to be totally immersed in language, completely surrounded by anywhere you go. But a lot of old ways of learn English are no longer effective. So why do not try to find and create new ways to learn English?
Oh, therefore, our research team will help you process Google. Put together 10 steps you can follow in this order to make learning English faster and probably with more fun.
Number one, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Be confident because people can only correct your mistake when they hear you make them. Number two, practice every day. Make yourself a study plan. Decide how much time a week you are going to spend studying and stick to it. Establish a routine. Number three, practice the four core skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. They all need to be worked on for you to improve. Number four, keep a note of new words you learn. Use them in sentences and try to say them at least 3 times when you speak. Number five, you will find words easier to remember if you try to remember an example sentence using that word rather than words on its own. Number six, plan to take a test. You will find that you work harder when you need to study for something. Number seven, give yourself a long-term goal. Focus on working towards it. And give yourself short-term goals too. And reward yourself when you achieve each one. Number 8, read books, watch movies, talk or think in English, done more. Number 9, no work works bad for you. Think about what methods have been successful for you in the past and stick with them. Last but not least, use English whenever you can. It's as simple as that.
There are 10 new ways to learn English more effectively and more interesting. We hope it will help you in learning English.
But finally, in addition to apply these learning tools, the level and the effectiveness of learning English depend on yourself. You must try and study hard. Only that, learning English can be most effective.
This new end here. Any questions, donation, please send to email. Liên minh thông tin talk K28@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. Wish for you a happy weekend with family and relatives. Goodbye and see you later in the other news.
Okay.